Good evening friends, I am Abhijit and I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. Listen, today we'll be discussing about how Nifty and Banknifty have performed today, that is 26th of April Tuesday, and how Nifty and Banknifty can perform tomorrow, that is 27th of April Wednesday. Before we go to Nifty and Banknifty, let's look at the global indices. If we talk about the European indices, Germany, France and UK all are firmly trading in green. China traded in red. All the indices were down except China A50, which was just up by 0.4%. Otherwise, all the indices in Asia were down. If we talk about the US closed in green in the last trading session. Dow Jones was up by 0.7%, Nasdaq by 1.32%, and S&P 500 by 0.57%. So as of now, things are looking good in the market. If we talk about the FIDI data, FIs were net sellers. They have sold for 1174 crores, and DIs were net buyers. They have bought for 1643 crores. So to today, the DIs have bought more than what FIs have sold. So that's why we can see that Nifty has formed a green candle. We opened a huge gap up of 160 plus points, and from there it was taking a resistance at 17,180 to 190, which was the previous day, yesterday's day before yesterday's close actually. So there it was taking a resistance, and then it made a low of 17,064, and from there a sharp up move has come up, which made a high of 17,223, and Nifty closed at 17,200. So as of now, it seems like the market is trying to gain strength, and market is trying to hold the level of 17,000. So we need to see how we will perform in the monthly expiry. So for tomorrow, the first resistance for the market would be 17,220 to 230, second would be 17,350 to 370, and the third would be 17,400 to 420. On the lower side, the first support would be 17,150 to 170, second would be 17,070, and the third would be, would be the ultimate support, 17,000. Let's go to the option chain to validate the level. As of now, we can see that all the call writers have started closing their position. That means that the market is bullish and they are in huge loss, and that's why they are closing their positions. 17,000 will definitely act as a very good support for the following week. If we talk about the resistance is at 17,300, but here also call writers have started closing their position, and the ultimate resistance would be 17,500. So these are the levels on the broader side. If we talk about Bank Nifty was much weaker as compared to Nifty. The banks were not performing well except a couple of banks, and the rally of Nifty was coming because of the Reliance. The Reliance was up at one point. Reliance was up by more than 2%. So Nifty was holding up just because of Reliance. In Bank Nifty, we opened gap up of around 433 points, and then it was more or like a downward move from the second half, and we closed at 36,400, which is a crucial level. So for tomorrow, if we open gap up, that first resistance would be 36,600 to 650, second would be 36,800 to 850, and the third would be 37,000. If we talk about the support level, the first support for the market would be 36,200 to 50. The second would be 36,000, and if this is broken, then 35,700. So these are the levels as per chart. If we talk about option chain on a broader range, 17,000 for Nifty, 17,000 is the level, and for Bank Nifty, 36,000 is the level where call writers have closed their position and put writers are gaining the hold. If we talk about the higher side is capped at 37,000 and 37,500 for Bank Nifty in this weekly series. That's all for this video, friend. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you want live market updates and stock recommendations, do follow my Telegram channel. Link will be given in the description.